Good morning, class. Welcome to spring semester. Welcome to CI2311W, Technology and Ethics in Society. Hopefully you are in the right place. My name is Chris Isaacson. I will be your facilitator this semester. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you and getting to know this course, because in a matter of full disclosure, while I have taught many online classes here at the University of Minnesota, and I also teach web design and development classes at the St. Cloud Technical and Community College, this is the first time I have taught this class. So it's going to be a learning experience for all of us, and I think that's a good thing. I like to shake it up once in a while. And as if that wasn't enough, we are going to be using a different learning environment than I have used in the past. Many of you are probably familiar with Moodle. And I've never been a big fan of Moodle, frankly. So I have, for many of the classes that I've taught, I've used a website called Ning. I've opted this semester to use something called Canvas because it allows me to keep everything in one place. It makes it easier for you. It makes it easier for me. And what I mean by that is I can have all of our assignments and the calendar of when things are due, grades, all of that can be kept in one place. That's something that Ning didn't allow me to do. But yet at the same time, it allows for discussion forums and in a familiar format that I think you'll find pretty easy to use. So that's the cool thing. I'm looking forward to getting to know the system as well. Okay, so a little bit about this class. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking here, but a little bit about this class is you're going to find it challenging, but hopefully challenging in a good way. This is the kind that you should be able to come out of and discuss some topics in depth and intelligently. This is not the kind of class that is going to have concrete right and wrong answers. That's the whole idea of ethics. They're fuzzy, they're messy. And so we're going to cover a whole variety of topics with this. And the fact that this is online, I don't want you to think that this is going to be an easy class. Some people do think or have a misunderstanding that online classes are easy and they can just kind of slide through. That hasn't been my personal experience, and it's not the way I really like to carry out my classes because they're not easier, because you have to take some responsibility to check in, to come in, to participate. And on the topic of participation, that's one of the things that I find to be the most important in an online class. Let's put it this way. This class is not one of the types of online classes where you can come in and check in occasionally, right? You know, you just kind of go, let's see what we're doing. And as long as I keep up with the homework assignments or the quizzes and tests, hint, I don't do quizzes and tests, that I'll be okay. That isn't the case. Participation is the biggest thing for me. If you actively show up, I know it sounds kind of weird in an online class, but if you actively show up, respond to the questions, show that you've been thinking about them in an intelligent, thoughtful manner, we're going to do great. And we do have weekly activities, readings, activities. There's no textbook, but I do provide a number of things for you to read and respond to. This is a writing intensive course, thus the W, right? There are a couple of bigger writing assignments, and we'll get to those as we move through the semester. But otherwise, as long as you continue to engage with what we are doing on a week-to-week basis and check in on a regular basis, meaning a couple, 3 times a week, and I can see that. It's one of the cool things about the learning system is I know how often you're here. Then you're going to do awesome in this class. And on that note, that is something I sincerely believe is that anybody and everybody that's in this class has the capability of an A. Heck, you come into this class with an A, right? Okay, it's up to you to prove to me that you're not worth that A, right? Because I sincerely believe that it's all in you. again, if you participate, if you show me that you're thinking about these topics and that you're thoughtful and considerate, that's another thing that's important in an online class, well, face-to-face as well, you can get that A, and you can hold on to that A for the rest of the semester. That being said, I try not to focus too much on the grades because, again, this isn't something where you're going to take a quiz and there's like a right or wrong answer, multiple choice kind of thing. That isn't the case with this class. So one of the other things, let's see. So I had sent you an email earlier saying that this was going to be a short week. We're going to kind of ease into it. I didn't lie. The only things that I need you to do over the next few days, because this course this week, I do try to keep things on a weekly basis, is still going to end on Sunday. That'll be our norm. Sunday nights at midnight, so 11:59 technically. All I need you to do is look through the syllabus this week and get familiar with the website that we're using, Canvas, where things are at, what you're going to find. And then I have one question out on Flipgrid, which is a video wall type of site where it records 90-second videos and you respond to a question. And then I would like you to see what everybody else has to say. And this week's question is simply, what do you understand ethics to be right now? Like before we even begin class, before you've had your first reading, it'll kind of give me a benchmark of where you're coming from. What do you think? Have you thought about it in the past? Have you had any other classes that might have dealt with it? I don't know. So that's what this week's assignment is, and have it please posted out to the Flipgrid board by Sunday. The other thing is I do like introductions, and so there's a short introduction. It's just in our discussion forum, and I would like you to just tell me things like, what's your major? So we kind of know where everybody's coming from. What do you hope to get out of this course? And what do you like to do outside of school? You don't have to go all super personal or anything. That's up to you as to how much you want to share. But it kind of helps us to get to know each other. And in that getting to know each other, I think I mentioned I am a PhD candidate here at the University of Minnesota, and that I teach at St. Cloud Technical and Community College, which is actually where I live, not at the college, in St. Cloud. So the best way to get a hold of me is via email. I kind of surround my life with technology. I've designed and developed websites for going on about 16 years now. And I surround myself with technology. So I think that I'm pretty good at addressing these. I try to stay abreast of what's going on. So I think addressing some of the ethics issues, it'll be fun. You may see an occasional cat stray through these videos. I do have 2 cats and a dog. I'm married to a technology geek himself. He manages IT support systems, people. Otherwise, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm kind of an open book. Other than that, I want you to have a great spring semester. Let's get off to the right foot. Take care of those couple quick little assignments of introducing yourself and answering our Flipgrid question. And then we'll start week number 2. And I will see you online. Thanks.